think Eric at work today, isn't he?
Yeah, he's working today.
Yeah, he had a few days off during the weekdays. Right. Just gonna give a few minutes, guys, for all the guys to tune in, because it can take a little bit of some time with the connection and stuff like that. It can take a little bit of time. Right, Sherwood, how you doing? Right, there's quite a few new faces I'm not familiar with, but guys, we're gonna get to know each other anyways. So good to see you here. Right. Do you know what? I had about possibly about 50, 60 messages throughout the day about when the session, but now that I'm on here, there's nobody's there. Um, all right, Sherwood, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
That's good.
I was waiting for this session.
Yeah, today is really important in terms of the guys that really new, because
Mm-hmm.
just need to go through a few things that they have to, if they want to make something happen, they got to
Mm-hmm.
follow my instruction. Otherwise, it's going to be blown account over and over again. So if they're going to do it, then I will be trying to help much as I can. But if they're going to
Mm-hmm.
go do their own things, I'm not even bother to even reply to them. So they have to take things seriously now. I have been very, very soft all along.
Uh-huh.
I thought, you know what,
Uh-huh.
everybody need time. Everybody need time to understand. Slowly, slowly, we'll get there. But there's a time now. Is a time where it's been a year now. I need to see
Mm-hmm.
those guys acting on it, not just randomly trading. They need to start acting on the information I'm providing, because most of the guys, they're not valuing the information I'm actually providing to them. It's time to up the game, or else I'm going to move without them. So if they want to be, if they want to move with me, then they need to speed they need to listen to instruction, and they need to up the game. They can't just be like, I made a mistake. Mistake happens once, twice, three times. It doesn't happen throughout the whole year. So yeah,
Yeah.
all right. I can see guys coming, so just bear with us, guys. Also, there's change of time as well. So I can see Ashley as well. Good to see you. German, yeah, you were here at Australia. That's great to see you there as well. So yeah, a lot of you guys here from Australia. That's great. Yeah, I'll send a message. Let's see if they're gonna be here or not. Um, I'll just get my slide. There's just a couple of slides that I'm going to talk about, and I think is really important, because I usually cover on my course, but I need to cover this with all of you guys. At least those two slides, if I can find it.
Hello?
Hello, how you doing? Yeah,
Doing
just bear
great.
with us, guys. It's just that waiting for everyone to tune in. That's why I'm a bit
Sure.
quiet here. I'm just setting up my screen as well. So just bear with us for a few minutes, because every time what usually happens is halfway through my session, all the guys are coming in. So I'm just going to give them a little bit of time, just to so that everyone come in at the same time, rather than interrupt us in the middle.
Okay. Sounds great.
Aki, I'll tell you something.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We are the only guys who are excited to work on Sundays.
Yeah, Sundays. Yeah, Sundays is usually a day off. Now it's coming to our week actually starting. So
I
yeah.
meant, we are the only guy who's excited to be on work on Mondays.
All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just can't find my file where I saved it. Oh, anyways, I really don't need the slide. I can just go over anyways. No, there was a slide I just created. I just can't seem to find the slide. But anyways, I can just go over that. Let's get this one. I had everything ready, but for some reason, in the file I saved, I can't find it. But I'll just get this on. Okay, found it. That's great. Right, let's see. Have we got everybody here? That you know what? The guys that are here, there's the one that actually really want to be here, and the rest, they'll probably be just one of those going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to double my account. I think those are the guys that are not going to be here because they already know everything. So, anyways, I am not going to waste anybody's time. Everybody's time is valuable, and a lot of you guys got different times. Some people probably just about to go to bed. Some guys just waking up. So I'm not going to waste any time because I did inform them 20 minutes in advance, and a lot of guys, yes, I'm going to be there, and a lot of guys not there yet. So they're not going to be here anyways. So I'm not going to waste any time for them. So guys, let's get started. What we're going to do today. First thing first, a lot of you guys probably be the very first time I'm actually seeing you guys. The very first time. A lot of you guys probably don't know me. A lot of you guys already know me. I am Aki. This is the guy that actually providing you the education, the signals. It's me. A lot of you guys probably not seeing me first time. So I'm just a normal guy. I don't have, I'm not a millionaire or anything like that. No way. I'm kidding. But the thing is, what I need to make sure that I cover is the guys that coming opening account with referral link. There's a reason behind that. Why I'm encouraging everyone to do that now, because I am closing my premium signals, the paid signals. So pretty much, if you think about it, I'm actually, you could say sacrifice, or you could say I'm being full. Pretty much 2 grand worth of income coming through that, close to 15, 18, 1800 income. I decide to cancel altogether. So that is not because anything else. It's because of guys that trading. When I made almost 65% gain on a week, I expect them to make at least 25%. I wasn't expecting them to blow in the account. Some of the guys did. And it's really annoyed me because I worked very hard for my money. And I know for the fact all those guys we're working hard as well, but they decide to go their own way. They were listening all this time in terms of the managing the risk, and all of a sudden 1 week they decided they're going to do double quadruple their account. What happened? They finished. So a lot of you guys lost a lot of money when the week that I made pretty much double my account with 2 to 3% risk. So that's how good the month and week it's been. And for them guys has been really bad week, bad month. So I just couldn't get my head around how could that possibly be, because they were trading crazily. They were start gambling. And that usually happens when you're trading. If you If you're overconfident with yourself, you think you're making money for 2 3 months, and all of a sudden you think, no, this is the time I learned the whole market, and that's when the market bite you. And that's what that's what actually happened to about 6 7 guys in my premium channel, who actually not just the guys new. They've been following me for some time, and we've been working hard to build account. Pretty much every week we've been working together to build account. So we are slowly we're building, but for some reason they got something in their head where they need to make the money straight away. And what happened? And that's how they got paid. That's how the market started biting them. And then I decided, you know what, it's not going to work. Guys that actually need help. It's not about the money. It's the guys actually need help in terms of um, not doing forex, learning the basics. As long as they got the basics right, they can follow the signals. Then they're going to make money. If they don't get the basics right, no matter what they do, no matter how good my signals is, they're not going to make any money. That's bottom line. So I have analyzed myself the last whole year, what has been happening. I mean, with my signals, if you go back and check on my all the signals I provided throughout the year, you're going to be, even if you close your eyes and put all the signals, you would have been a profitable trade end of the year. That's how good the signals been for throughout the year. I had one bad month, but apart from that, everything else, I've always been in a profitable month. Always finished the month in profit. So I was expecting guys to do the similar, at least to manage their risk, but they didn't. They decided to up their game in a wrong way. Instead of learning, they start to doing it with playing with the money, and that's how they got beaten up very badly. Then again, they're coming back to me. How can you help me? No, I was like, no, I'm not going to help, because I spent a lot of my time trying to help you out, and now that you showed what you showed me is something that I'm not going to waste any of my time. So that's why I actually given everybody the same opportunity, which I did in January. A lot of guys took it, and a lot of guys didn't. And those are the guys paying me almost £600 for a course now. I have given them the offer: come and learn with me, come and trade with together, free of charge. There's no cost for them in January when I first started, but the guys took it as a joke because I was trading as for 20 pips, 30 pips a day. That was my trade plan, and they took it as a joke. So what happened? 6 months down after, they decided to come back to me. So what happened then? Some of them are paying 700 for the course, some of them paying 800, and I'm not even giving them the price that actually I'm putting on the Telegram channel. For them, it's the full price that they're paying. So this is the exactly same situation here again. Now that I have given everybody the same opportunity, there's no monthly fee. Just open your account through my link. The reason for that is, if I'm going to provide a service, why would you go and pay somebody else's the spread commission? That's just common sense. That is the reason I need guys that once my service, they need to open an account with my referral. So only way I'm going to make well, with a lot of you guys got some a lot of you guys got small account. What I mean by small account, under 500, that is small account. So if I'm going to have a very good month, which means you guys are going to have, then the commission in terms of the spread, I probably of 500 probably get about $5 a month from the broker, not from your account stays exactly the way it is. So it's only from the broker. So in terms of that, when I looked into the size of the account, a lot of you guys got small account. So with small account, if you work hard, if you learn, then you can not compound your account, but you can grow your account. Because compound in forex, it doesn't exist. When you actually say compound, there's 2 different ways of doing the compound, which I'll go into details. I go in my course to go into much details about that, because a lot of guys advertise, a lot of guys says let's compound, and I've seen it what happened when you try to compound. But anyways, guys, I'm not going to blab on too much. The reason for me closing my page channel is that so I can the guys that are serious about it, they open an account through my link and then see if I can help them, so that with a small account they don't have to think about they have to pay a commission, the fee, which means they're under less pressure in terms of making money. If it's a bad month, not making so much money, still they don't have to worry about, oh, there's a fee to pay. So that in that way it will stop them from taking stupid risk as well. Because a lot of guys take stupid risk because they think they need to pay this, need to pay that, pay this. So because of that small account, let's concentrate on building account, not overnight. I can give you a few examples. I don't know if those guys are here. No, They're not. We could probably the time difference where 200 account been taken to 4,000. That's not overnight. It's over 6 months. So that's how you build your account. When you have a small account, you build it that way. You don't build it for tomorrow. I mean, it's doable. A lot of you guys actually said to me, "Oh, Alaki, you did it with 100 to 3,000 in less than 2 weeks." That is, we set a challenge as a Love Forex students and the traders. What we do is we set ourselves challenge every month, every week, or whenever it is, because you need that motivation to carry on. So when you're actually doing something, say last month we come up with, you know what, let's start with a small account. Let's see who can take it to 5 grand. That was the target, and we're practicing new strategy on that. And with 100, I mean, if you blow out 100, it's not going to affect you. I mean, it won't affect at all. It's something that let's challenge ourselves. So we all open a new account and say, you know what, let's see if we can take it. So that's what you're doing. So it's kind of challenging each other to say, let's see what we can do with your own strategy or same strategy. So that is not really is not how we trade. We don't try to take 100 into a 3,000, 5,000. It's just a challenge set to see who can do it. Because everyone have their own account, and that is just a spare account. That's what you're doing. So don't get fooled by, you know, when you see those what do you call it, the video sent on the group, say, you know, when I say, oh, look at this £100 going to 5,000, that is a challenge. It's not daily trading method. So don't follow this. It was just for guys, a lot of guys asking, is it possible to trade in a small account? Yes, I can trade on a small account, pretty much standard lot, but you need that technique as well, because I can guarantee you, not many traders out there with 100 they could trade with 0.5, not almost 150 they can trade with 0.1, which is like standard lot. Yes, I can do it, but as I said, you need skills to do it. You can't just jump in and do it. So anyways, guys, we're going to start instead of all this, but with the account, guys that actually open an account, this is the guys I'm actually mainly focusing on today, because most of the guys already know the process of following signals, but mainly the guys that very new, first time with me, you need to follow those instructions if you really want, if you're serious about it, and don't think about overnight. Just plan yourself 3 months, 6 months, or year, whatever it is your target. Let's work towards that target rather than say, you know what, I need the money tomorrow. I need to make the money. It's not going to happen. If you got that money to do it, then yes. With the small money, you're trying to make it big. It can be done, but you have to take it step by step. You cannot just jump in today and say, I've got 100 quid account, I'm going to take it to 500 next week. It's not going to happen. By luck, yes, it could, but in reality, it's not going to happen. And you need to treat it that way as well. The more money you have, the more money you can ask for. And rest is all about learning strategies, learning basically trading more than anything else. With small account, you learn. That's your main focus, should be learning, and then take it to the next level. Right, let's go into my, I'll just get this, share the screen and get my slide. Oh, it's that one. Just trying to see if it's the right one. No, that's the wrong one. It's not there. Right, guys, can you see my screen clearly? This is Love Forex. Welcome to Love Forex. Anyone, just unmute yourself and just say you can see.
Yes.
Yes, that's great. Okay. Anytime that you can't see that my screen, if it froze for any reason, just let me know. Because sometimes it does happen. Just let me know if you can't see my screen at any time or doesn't move. Right. Thanks.
Okay.
Right, guys. So yeah, welcome to Love Forex, and let's get started. Oops, sorry. This is a disclaimer. Right. This slide, possibly the most important slide that I'm going to only go through 5 slides, but this is probably the most important one out of everything that you might even come across through your Forex journey. There's a reason for this as well. So that you need to take this information more seriously. Then you would start to make some more sense in terms of when you start trading. because otherwise you're just going to trade randomly. You won't understand the meaning of trading. Right. Oh, sorry. Right. So why trading is one of the best industry to be involved in? I can say from my point of view, everybody would have their own opinion, own ways of seeing. For me, the reason it's the best industry to be involved in, one is for me is the time that I can spend with my family. That is more important than any money, anything else. It allows it actually my target was to make an income where I can spend the time with my family, and that has given me this. So I have hit my target in for last 2 years target. The main target was to make an income and spend the time with my family, and I got there. And you should be setting your target as well. Why you want to do why you want to do forex? You should have your goal for coming year. Remember, guys, the trading year is pretty much end. For me, it's going to end exactly a month from today. What is it? October, November. Yeah, end of November. That's my final last trade. I do not trade in December because December is a bad month to trade on. You can do the scalp here and there, but it's a bad month. So you should start thinking about following year, because this year is pretty much finished now. This October is coming to an end. November is the last month. December it'll be full to trade on December, because market is going to make so many false moves. It's going to be like wipe. This is the month the most guys get account wiped. So just be careful in terms of trading. December, you will see. You might not even see me anywhere near the computer in December. December is going to be the month where I start doing new strategies, planning new things, or I'll be start just more involved in more education than anything else. Because this is a month where you know yourself, you should not be trading, and that is the month to keep yourself busy. Is learning. I think that's the best way of getting through that month, and then plan out for January. January is not the best month either. Slow starts. So you just build yourself till February. That's when the proper trading yes actually starts. But December is no for from me. No December. So anyways, for me, as I said, it's a family time, and obviously want to make some money as well. And and that was my reason for starting forex, and this is the reason that I think it's the best industry being involved in, because there's no overhead cost. I can just close my laptop or computer and go on holiday. There will be no cost for me to come back to pay. There's no staff. There's no one no charges. I just need to come back and open my laptop again or computer, and I'm back. My business is reopened. So I don't have to even tell anybody that I'm taking time off. And there isn't many business out there would allow you to do that, and where you can make your decision within a minute and off you go. So here's the reason there's 3 slides here, 3 pictures here. The reason for that is the restaurant. There's a lot of my friends, family members are actually involved in that industry, and a lot of guys, a lot of my friends, they're involved in bank as well, and a lot of my friends actually involved in like more of call center and stuff like that. So that is more of my. It covers me as a personally. It covers me that slide, and this probably appeal to a lot of you guys as well. So I ask myself to all the time, why is my friend actually opening a restaurant, costing them 250 grand, minimum of 150 grand they spend to open a restaurant? And when they open the restaurant, do they actually make the money straight away? No, they don't. It takes them at least 5 years. Can you, whoever it is, can you just please unmute yourself? It takes them 5 years before they even hit the break even. Even they don't even make the profit after 5 years. If they're very successful, they do. Otherwise, it takes them minimum of 3 years before they hit break even, and then they start making profit. So when you come to forex, why don't we treat it a similar way as a business? Why do we come into forex and say, I got £1,000, I'm going to make it £10,000 in a month, in a week? It's doable, but why do we not treat it as a business? If it's a business, we are actually we're investing $250,000 a pound, and then we are expecting to hit a break even 3 years later, and then we're looking to make profit. That's how much patience we have actually with when we're actually thinking about restaurant, and then we make money. But when guys come into forex, They want to make money now, right now. They want to make it right here, right now. And that's how they get burned, because they're not thinking about a business, because business takes time to develop. And same with the Forex. You are new to Forex, let yourself to learn the business and then start to earn. And same with bank. A lot of guys are my friends actually in bank, and they don't even know Forex exists. That's a shock to me. It's quite recently that they found out that Forex, what is Forex all about. But while they're working, they just actually don't know the Forex market exists. And normal guys like us who can actually make profit from there. Therefore, only banks, those banks and big institute, they were the one that actually involved in Forex. So guys that actually work in bank, they don't know that Forex involves. The way I found that out is, I had, when I bought my house, I went, that's not long ago. It's like just over 2 years ago. When I went to the bank and says, what do you do? Well, at the time I was doing part-time. So I said, I do, my income is combined because I do part-time Forex and part-time of other job. And they're like, what's that Forex? What do you mean Forex? Yeah, that's what they said. And bank manager, I was shocked. I was like, what? You don't know what Forex is? And then when I explained to him, he goes, you are doing Forex with me right now because I'm making a transaction to you. And then they start to understand what is actually Forex is. And I was quite shocked when he actually said, well, I don't know that much about it. I goes, you're a bank manager and you're actually dealing with my money to do Forex, because every bank do Forex with our own money. And then another time I found what happened is, I went to deposit the money for my house. And when I put my 10%, and then urgently I need to take some money out. So I deposit the money, and then what happened? Within 10 minutes, I went back and said, I just need £3,000 out. And then, do you know what they said? You have to come back tomorrow. They're like, literally said, you have to come back tomorrow to take that money. You can take 1,000 maximum out right now. I was like, what? My money? And you are actually not giving me my money back just now. I just literally deposited now. And then I realized there's obviously there's rules and regulation involved in terms of money wise. I think it's maximum you can take out, I think 1,000, and then if you request, then you can take 5 grand or 10 grand, whatever it is. You have to request, and I didn't know that. So that's when I realized that all the bank actually do Forex themselves. It's our own money. They're doing Forex with our own money. And also when it comes to bank, everybody have bank account nowadays, right? So you depositing your money into bank, your life saving or your income, whatever it is. So let's say you deposited $10,000 or £10,000 you have in your saving account. And what are you actually expecting in return? The best bank, they'll probably give you 1%, 2%. The best one probably give you 5%. The top end, I don't think there is one, but give you 5% return. Possibly 2 to 3% return you could expect with your interest end of the year. That's with 10,000, average of 10,000. So when we come into Forex with 10,000, we expect to make 100,000 within a month. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. You are happy to have your money in your bank to gain 2 to 3% a year. But when you have that money in your trading account, you are saying to yourself, no, I need to make 100,000. In reality, it's doable, but you need to start thinking like a business where 5% is normal business giving you, with the same money, giving you 2-3% a year. But why can't you happy with 2% a week? You are not taking any risk with that kind of money, 2% of risk a week. So instead of doing that, we go greedy. It's a lot of other factor involved. As soon as money goes into trading account, mentality changes because we are not happy with what we're making. Same with go to guys that work in office. It could be retail. It could be any other businesses. They have the commitment to go to work, say 5 till 9, depends what time they're working, but minimum of 8 to 10 hours a day. That is like compulsory, where they have to be there at that time, and they make all the effort to be there. They're hard-working people, but who actually makes the money? It's the business that makes the money. The managers that not managers, the owners that makes the money, and those guys, they work the time, they put the hours, and they make the list, but the business benefit from them. And a lot of my friends actually involved in those things. I'm trying to get them out, because start looking for alternative, because your time is more than anything else. Doesn't matter about the money. Money is, whatever you do, you're going to make money. It's about your time. Is your time worth minimum wage? In reality, no. Our time is worth a lot more. So we need to start thinking like that as well. Say we are happy to make 250 a week and that is a good. It covers our bills. It covers everything. So it is a good income to have. But if you want to look further in the into the future, that money is not enough. That is just getting us around. We want to make some bit more so we can go on holidays. We can spend the time money with the family and stuff. So that is the reason we look for other things. But that 250 is average wage in UK, and everyone is happy with that. But when we're doing our forex, we are not happy with that 250 a week. We are not happy. We are trading with £1,000 account, and we made 250. We are not happy because that is not enough. So you need to start to understand what I'm trying to do here is comparing the same money with normal jobs, normal businesses. But we need to start thinking that way as well. We need to appreciate that kind of return. If we start making 250 a week with 1,000 account, that is a huge return. We should be tapping ourselves. We should be thankful that we made that kind of money. But a lot of guys, they're not happy, and that's when they take crazy risk and they end up blowing their money. Right. I hope that makes a lot of sense to you guys, because you need to understand Forex is a business. It's not a quick rich scheme or quick money making game gambling machine or anything like that. It's a business. So if you treat Forex like a business, I can guarantee you, you don't have to be that skillful. This business will treat you the similar way, as long as you got those basics right. You start risking yourself too much, market is going to bite you, and you're not going to be in the game for long. Here's the example I want to give you. That is based on, say, 1,000. This is how I trade myself, and this is the way I would expect you guys to trade as well, just to stay in the game for long and grow your account slowly. You're not taking stupid risks. A lot of you guys think £1,000. I've been taught trade with 0.1, $1 or £1. So you trade like this. So I'll give you an example. You got 1,000. This is the way most guys trade, and this is what I try to avoid. And this is the reason they blow their account as well. Right. So you got this is our trade from last week. This is our trade from last week. I got an example here. So you got £1,000, $1,000 account. Then based on that, you can do yourself whatever your account is. So I'm calculating with $1,000 account. So I got $1,000 account here, and I'm trading USD JPY. So this trade, I got this. I'm selling at 1.2.620. This is the entry I'm selling at. This is the price I'm selling at. My stop loss is here. 113. Sorry.
Cannot see your screen.
All right.
You're showing something on.
All right, no problem. I'll just quickly go back.
Yeah, now I can see.
All right. I'll go back. All right. Because this is really important. This is a really important slide. I think it'd be good, guys, if you mute yourself, because otherwise the screen gonna get frozen again. Right, just mute yourself for a second, please. Thanks for informing me. All right, I can see. All right, no problem. I'll just restart again. Usually, what happens is if someone unmute themselves and noise comes from background, and that makes it screen go frozen as well. And also the internet connection could be a factor as well. Right. Right, guys, can you see that $1,000 account? You can see that now, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. So here's the $1,000 account. Based on this is how I take my risk, and I expect you guys to do similar things, or at least same. Right, I got $1,000 account, and I'm trading USD JPY, and I'm selling at this price here. And what I'm doing, I'm taking 3% risk on that trade. So my stop loss is here, which is 113.150, which works out on your calculator. It's going to show 0.566. This is how many pips it's going to show. So this is the this is the lot size it's going to show if you do that. So what you do is, obviously the price, if you deduct it by the stop loss, you should get the difference, the price difference from stop loss to entry. So you should be able to get how many pips it is. So in this example, it works out 53 pips. So we are trading this this trade with stop loss of 53 pips and taking risk of 3%. So 1,000 account, 3% risk, that's $30. Sorry, to $1,000 account, 3% risk. This is the maximum risk I take myself for per trade, maximum. Sometimes I take 2, some maximum is 3. So this is, I'm working with the maximum risk here. So I know a lot of you guys trade a lot more than this, but this is the way you should be trading. So 3% risk, that's $30. My stop loss is 53 pips on the trade. And to get my lot size on that trade, I just divided 30 divided by 53, and I get, this is what I get on my calculator, 53, sorry, 0.566. If you just round them numbers up, either you're going to be trading with 0.5 or 0.06. This is the lot size you're going to be trading with. So what would happen is if I get stopped out, I will lose maximum of $30. And if I win the trade, that's entirely up to me when I close my trade. So this is the maximum I would lose on that trade. So now that same trade, here's, I want to give you another example. Same trade, this time my stop loss is 100 pips on the same trade. So how I'm going to trade this? I'm going to do the same thing. My $30 risk, I'm going to work out my lot size on $100 pips stop loss. The stop loss is 0.03. So can you see what is happening? The lot size is reducing itself. The bigger the stop loss, the smaller the lot size. Now I've got 150 pips stop loss. I'm trading same risk, $30. My stop loss is this time, sorry, my lot size is 0.02. So as you can see, the bigger the lot stop, the smaller the lot size. So now that the smaller the lot, the stop loss, the bigger the lot size is going to be on itself. So I don't need to go randomly change my lot size. So all I know, if I get stopped with 53 pips, I'm going to lose $30. If I get stopped on 100 pips, I'm going to lose maximum $30. If I get stopped at 150 pips, I'm going to lose $30. So this is the reason that you need to work with percentage. So you know the maximum you're going to lose on the trade, because you don't. I mean, we all know what to do when it goes into profit, maximum profit. That's how we manage our trade to maximize it. But we'd like to know, because every trade you put on, you already lost it. You as soon as you put your trade, you lost it. You should never even think about winning it, because you already lost it. As soon as we put our trade, we lost, because spread, the commission and everything takes our trade straight into negative. Within seconds, we start with negative. So we already lost the trade. Rest is all about, is it following our analysis? Is it following what we're looking for? And if the trade goes for us, yes, we make money. But overall, as soon as we put our trade, we lost it. So we want to know, because we are more towards loss than the winning. So we need to know exactly how much are we going to lose on the trade. So that is the reason that you work with percentage. That way, no matter where the stop loss is, it could be 5 pips or 100 or 1,000 pips, wherever you put your stop loss, but maximum you should know how much you're going to lose on the trade. So that is the reason you have your stop loss with percentage. Does that make sense, guys? On this example here, USD JPY, with the same account, 1,000 account, and I'm going to trade with $30 on that one as well. But my stop loss is 22 pips on this one. So how would I work this out? Obviously, 3% is $30. I will just divide it by 22 equals, it gives me 0. On the calculator it's 1.3, but with the lot size, you're just going to add an extra not on the top, to the left. So it gives me 1.3. This is how much I'm going to trade this with 0.3 or 0.4, because you have to round all your numbers up. So either 0.3 or 0.4. Those are the two numbers that you're going to trade this with. So what would happen if I lose this trade? I will lose $30 on that same trade. So can you guys see what is happening? The smaller the stop, the lot size get bigger. But same time, overall, we're going to lose $30. The maximum, we're going to lose $30. So that is the reason that you guys need to trade with percentage, rather than say, I'm going to trade. So in normally, a lot of you guys trade is $1,000 account. I am going to trade with $1, 0.1. So what would happen if you took this trade based on that formula, where I'm going to trade fixed lot? On this trade, you'd lose, if the trade gone against you, you'd lose $53 on that trade, where I would lose $30 maximum. If you had done the same method on this one, 100 pips stop loss, if you had trade with the fixed lot, 0.1, you'd lose $100. If you took this trade with 100, sorry, 0.1, you would have lose $150. So can you see what happens when you go with the fixed loss lot size? Your losses get bigger, your losses get smaller. It varies. But when you go with the percentage, your stop remains the same. Maximum loss remains the same. So that is the reason that you need to work with percentage game, not with those fixed lot size. Otherwise, your account going to be 1 week, boom, high, another week, gone, another week. It's just going to be, there'll be no pattern to it. So that is the reason that is really important to go with percentage, because your lot size is going to automatically going to go bigger, going to go smaller, but overall, it's going to be, the loss is going to be the same. So this is what I want you guys to do. I mean, I can't change everybody's mind, but this is the right way of moving forward. If you're really serious about compounding your account, this is how you do it, not with going randomly increasing your risk. So now that you trade with 0.3% risk, if you do that, then you will see result of how much you gain, how much you lost a week. Otherwise, you're not going to see that where you gone wrong. Is the signals profitable, or is it me doing something wrong? You will not be able to work out why you're losing so much or why you're making so much. But if you go with that, you will be, as soon as you open your MT4, you will be able to see your record. Say, you know what? It's a gain of 10% this week, gain of 5% this week. Oh, I'm down of 10%, 5%. You will be able to work out this way. So you don't have to go crazy you do not have to go chase the losses. Because 3%, if you lose the 3% on that trade, is that going to put you under pressure? No. If you lose 2 trades, that's 6%. Would that put you under pressure? No. If you lose three trades in a row, would that put you under pressure? Little bit. But if you had took those fixed lot size, you lost this trade, you lost 53 dollars on that account. Then you lost 100 on this account. Then you lost 500, or sorry, 150. This account is pretty much 10% down. Yes, you're going to be feel shaky, and this is how it's going to affect your trading. You're going to start making, you're going to taking extra risk, and you can eventually blow your account because you start chasing those losses. So that is the reason that you need to stick to your risk. Very, very important. Right, guys. So that's that. I hope you guys understand this, and also I would expect you guys to follow this as well. Another thing I need to say about the size of the account, guys. It's fair enough if you're coming to learn and you want to see how things works with a small account. So I'll give you an example. For example, you got a $100 account. You cannot take all the trade. You cannot take with $100 account. You cannot take this trade. 150 stop loss. You just can't take it. 3% risk is not going to allow you. So you'd have to miss that trade. So if you have that kind of account, you need to say to yourself, where is the stop loss? Is my 3% covers the stop loss? If not, you miss that trade. You don't just take it because of the signal is there. You take it based on your 3%. If your fix is 3%, then you take your trade based on the stop loss. You just don't jump into every trade. You say to yourself, maximum I'm going to trade with 3%. Is my account big enough to take that trade? If not, I'm going to give a miss. So that's how you should be looking at those signals as well. You just don't jump into every signals, because I'm going to provide signals for everyone. But some of you guys got $100 account, some of you guys $10,000 account, some of you guys 5, some of you guys 1. I don't know your account. All I know is everyone's there waiting for the signals. So I am going to send based on that information in front of me and why I believe my stop loss should be. I'm going to send those signals. The guys that got the right account, they will be taking the trade. So I can't just say no. I have to make sure that everyone take this trade. So I'll be looking for that trade is suitable for everyone. I can't do that. So that is the reason that you have to work out your risk, and you look at your stop. Say, you know what? It's my account is big enough to take that trade. Yes, then you take it. If not, you don't. You just miss that trade. That is the reason that you need. Obviously, you need a decent size account to trade. The smaller, it's going to be so difficult. The reason for that is, say 100. If your account is not big enough to trade with, say, 0.02, when I say partial profit, you can't take the partial profit off, because that is so important to manage your trade. Because you need to be able to trade, close 50% of your trade at any time. You have to have an account to let you take profit of 50% at any time, and that is really important to manage your trade. Because if you're in, like, say, 50 pips in profit and you're trading 0.1, so 0.01, you don't have chance to close 50%. All you can do is close the full position. And then if this is the best, then you should be doing that, because you cannot let the trade running in good profit, and say I'll close it when it take profit. It might not even do it. So if you don't have the 50% option, then you just book your full profit. Alternatively, you book your 50%. You just close 0.1 and let the 50% run. So that is the reason that you need reasonable account to trade. Because every time it's not going to go and hit your take profit. Sometimes you have to say, I'm going to close my 50% to secure my trade, and then let's see what happens. So you have to be in that position, right? Actually, I don't need to go into this. This one is this screen I share with everybody because this is the one that I usually have myself in front of my computer. It just to remind myself where I am. Some days I have a great day, some days I have a bad day. So when I have a bad day, so what do? Do I go aggressive? Market can't take you, no matter how good you are. Market can't take you over. Sometimes market could take you over. And this is one of the slides that actually stops me from doing anything silly, where I have my rules. If I hit my target, I'm out. If I don't, if I get stopped out, I have my rule. If I get stopped twice, I'm not going to trade on that day again. So sometime you get the temptation. Say, you know what? It's a good trade. Let's go for third time. This really stops me because when I look at this, I said, you know what? I need to be like one of them. And I am not one of them. I am one of them here. And that usually stops me from doing silly things because successful traders, they have some common psychological attributes which are pretty much they know their limits. The difference between the just normal traders or failures is the successful one. They know their limits. There's no such thing as 100% in the market, and they know when they should be stopped trading because they have the strategy set. Why everybody have their own ways. I have my 2 losses. I'm out of the market for the day. Some has 3, some has 1. All how you do it, and you have to stick to it. See, you have to remember what market do. You need to stick to it for you to move on. Because if the market is not for me today, market will be there for me tomorrow. So this is the reason that you accept your loss and you move on. As I said, risk management is so important to stay in the game. Your risk has to be so good. You might have to manage it so well. The risk, because risk is the one that's going to get you moving. Because you could have bad day, bad week, but you only need is one trade to get all your losing trade back. But if you start risking too much and your account is in a shaky position, when the good trade is going to be there in front of your eyes, you're not going to have the money to do it. And this is the mistakes that a lot of guys make, where they lose the chase. They lose the chase. And what happened? There's a good trade just about to come. They don't have enough money to trade that trade because that trade would have been the one that recover all the losses, and they can't take it. And that's how they get into even more losses. Discipline is the key to be successful. It's very important to build a discipline because if I send 10 signals a day and your target, you need to set your target. You have to set your target, individual target. How many pips are you looking for? How many percent a day are you looking to gain? If first trade hit your all target, you should not take another signal on the day. You should not be taking other signals because it hit your target for the day. If whatever your target is, if it takes 2 trades to hit your target, when you hit it, you don't take the third one. If it takes 4 signals to hit your target, I send the 5th one. You don't take the 5th one because it hit your target. So you have to have a discipline within yourself to do that because market is going to be there for 24/7. You can't just trade 24/7. You cannot just keep trading. Because I will be providing signals for everybody. Because a lot of you guys probably miss the morning signals. Some of you guys probably be waking up. It's different time zones. So I'm going to send signals. If the market is there for me, I will be sending signals. Because I don't know when everyone is available or not. But market is there telling me to take a trade. I will be taking a trade. So you need to understand your what is your target, daily target, or weekly target, or monthly target. You need to set those up. Otherwise, you're going to be taking random signals, random trades yourself. There have to be a stop to it. And obviously, all the good traders, all the professional traders, they know the limit. They know when to fight and when they should not fight the market. And that is the difference between just a standard trader, failures, and the ones that actually make some money. Because they know when is enough. When they know the limit, they know what are the losses they can recover within one trade. They know the market is not going to be there for them every day. So they have to accept the losses and then move on. Because when the trend, for example, a trend trader, when he's trying to fight the trend. A lot of you guys do that. I know that, because when I took my loss, for example, and you are still in the trade without any reason, you have to have a reason why you still in the trade. Last week example, GBP JPY. I'm a seller of GBP JPY for the last 6 months, so I've been selling in every rally. I've been selling. Why did I not take a trade last week on GBP JPY? Although it followed all my analysis, it's because a major event could take place at any time, and I don't want to take that risk because I had such a good week. I don't want to take that risk where I make a lot of money or lose a lot of money. So that is the reason I didn't take the GBP JPY. But a lot of guys, I come out, they decide to stay on because I was buying. I come out in profit, and guys that already stayed on, they decide to stay on for longer. What happened? Reversed, went 300 pips down. They're still holding the trade. They're still holding the trade 350 pips down. So now this trade could go another 500 pips. So they will be still holding the trade because they don't know that the reversal took place, the market direction changed. They start trading with the belief. Is the belief is our enemy. We need to accept when things changes, we need to accept it. We can't just keep moving off the stop and hope and pray that market going to come. Trading is not about predicting the market. It's all about accepting those changes. Otherwise, trading is gambling. If you start predicting, this is gambling. We don't predict. We go as changes take place. We accept our wins. We accept our losses. We have our stop loss. Without a stop loss, that's gambling. So you need to understand when guys says gambling. Yes, forex is it can be gambling if you do it if you do it that way. But forex is not gambling because we don't really predict the market. We just accept as the changes take place. We we analyze the market and then we take our trade. So we take our calculated risk. We don't go into double quadruple our account. So that's that guys. So you guys need to start thinking that way as well. And this is the one that this is how I manage my own trade. And it's entirely up to you how you manage your trade. But this is how I do it mine. I take 2 to 3% risk per trade, and I advise you not to jump into any signals, which I already talked through earlier on. Look at the price, look at the time the signal sent out, and then jump into the trade, because that signal being out probably be out say 5 hours before, and you woke up in the morning and say, you know what, it's a signal that I'm going to jump in. This trade I probably already informed everyone to come out. We probably already booked the profit, but you saw that signal and you just jumped in. So you need to look at the time as well, what time that signal was sent, and then make a decision. If you are free, you take it. If not, just give a miss, because there will be another opportunity. So, and also what I do myself, when I go into a trade, hit 20 to 30, 40, anywhere around 20 to 40 pips, straight away, no matter how good the trade is, I take my partial profit, regardless of what. No matter how good the trade is, I secure my trade straight away. Then I don't care what happened to the trade, because I know worst comes to worst, I am going to be on break even. So that is how I trade. So as I hit those target of 30 to 40 pips anywhere in that area, even 20 pips, I take my 20% out of my trade. 30 pips, I'll probably take 30% out. 40 pips, I probably take about 30 to 35% out of my trade. So that's how I do it. I really don't care, because I want to make sure that my trade is secure as early as possible. So when that happens, I can move on for another trade. Until my trade is secure, I will not take another trade, because I want to make sure that my first trade is secure. If I take some profit out, I really don't care what market do. Doesn't matter, going to hit my stop loss, because I know I took some money out of that trade. So that's how I do it, and I break even my trade as early as I can as well. This is something that I will go over in another session. What is the best way of breaking your trade? But secure your trade as early as you can, because the market could go to example could be last week, where one trade, which trade I can't remember. There was pretty much 1 pip away from a stop loss, and then gone and hit the take profit. Another one was very close to, yeah, it was reversed overnight. I think it was JPY. It was just about hit, and then 45, 50 pips in the morning. I woke up, I got stopped out. I took 50% out on 45 pips. Then I woke up in the morning, I got stopped out. But did I really bother me? No, because my stop loss was at entry. So I won the trade. I made money on the trade. But if I hadn't left my the trade on my, I would have woke up in the morning with a big loss. So that is the reason that you need to start managing your trade. As soon as you see in a decent money, decent profit, then you take some money out of the trade to secure your trade. As I mentioned to you guys, you see, I sent 2 signals out, and to hit my stop loss, you will not see me putting another trade on the day. On that day, you will not see another signal, because that is my trade plan. That is my trade rules. Where I get stopped out twice in a row, that's it for me. That day is not for me. Only time you will see another trade is on that day is if I have marked up and somehow those trade got triggered, because I do have orders set on certain levels, because I'm not going to monitor the market day and night. I have a separate account where I usually have my small orders set. When I analyze my chart, I usually put orders in. So if I'm out about maybe doing anything, when I see those, if for any reason those level hit, my order triggered, I would say, guys, sell at this price, because my order is triggered, because those are the level that I was ready to sell from. So only time I would do that is another signal is then. Otherwise, you will not see me. 2 stop loss, that means that day is not for me. Yeah, and because a lot of the signals I send on hourly basis. So what does that mean? Those stop losses are very, very tight stop losses. So it could be 30 pips, 20 pips, 10 pips, 15 pips. Those are hourly trade. So what happened with those trades, short-term trades? I look for one move only. So when the market makes the move, going to say 40 pips, close to our target or first target, if you're not in a position with those trades, like if you're busy, you should not take those trades, short-term trades. Because what happens is market going to make a sharp move and then go and hit your stop loss. So when that make the first move, we book our profit, or we break even our trade. We start managing our trade straight away. So when you have those tight stop loss, either you are in front of the computer or you're available to monitor your trade, then take it. Otherwise, don't take it. Because what would happen is you're going to leave your take profit stop loss, it's going to go and hit your stop loss if it doesn't go and hit target within an hour. Because you need to understand, daily market, any currency that moves, minimum roughly 70, 80, 90, 100 pips, 150 pips. Those are the movement, daily movement. So if you have your stop loss on 30 pips, what are the chances if the market decides to reverse, it's going to hit your stop loss. So that is the reason that when I take those hourly trade, short-term trade, is basically I'm looking for one move, literally one sharp move. I got my 30, 40 pips, I'm out of the market. Or I'm going to break even my trade and let's see what happens. So that's how I do it. And that's how I would like you guys to do as well. Short-term trade, if you're available at the time, take it. Otherwise, give a miss. Yeah, another reason that I have 2 take profit. One is a soft target. Basically, what it means is this the level is likely to be hit. That's what I mean by soft target. So I would like to make sure that if the market goes, I'm not watching the trade. If it goes and hit first target, I want to make sure that automatically a position closes. So what I would do is with 2 target, I would divide my position. 3%. Say I'm going with 0.5 with 3% risk. What I would do is on that trade, if I 2 take profit, I would divide I would divide my lot size and go with two position. So what I would do is not point not point not 5 not point sorry not point not 0.25 not 0.25. I would go with 2 separate trade, and altogether adds up 0.5. So instead of 1 trade, I would divide my position to 2, and I would set my stop loss both at same, and then take profit at different level. So if it goes and hit my first target, then 1 position is going to close itself. So then I don't care what happened with the trade. What would happen if it goes and hit my stop loss now with a 50%? I would be coming out on break even, so I don't lose anything on the trade. So that is the reason that I usually set those 2 take profit. It doesn't mean that one move going to take it to the final target. So long as it goes in the first target, my trade is secured. So that is the reason that I usually go with, you divide your position. If you see 2 take profit, you divide your position. If you don't have enough money on your account to take that trade with 2 position, then you take with 1 position, and your final target should be the first target. Your final target is not the final target. Your final target is the first target, because you want to come out at the softest spot, because you don't have enough money to close half the position. Yeah, and lot size, always go with percentage, and start to do that from the early stage of your trading career. Otherwise, you're going to find the hard way. You're going to learn the hard way, where you've been losing a lot of money, and then you're going to work out, oh damn, I should have gone with percentage. That would have given me the better chance. And always, if it's 3% is too much for you, reduce to 2%. If 2% is too much for you, reduce it to 1%. It's all about what we are comfortable with. We do not want to be in the trade where if it hits the stop loss, we're in a shaky position. We say, you know what, I can't afford to take the loss. And this is how the guys usually on they monitor the trade day and night. They literally be watching their phone, they will be watching their trade because they cannot afford to lose that trade. Trading should not be feeling like this. Trading should be more enjoyable, where you go on the trade, you know exactly what you're going to lose. All about when it comes to profit, how do I maximize my profit? That's how the trading should be. So you risk what you afford to lose. So that way you will not feel under pressure whatsoever. If a bad trade, you'll be like, you just one off. Second trade, it doesn't matter. Third trade will make my money back. That's how you would feel when you start risking what you're happy with. Because end of the day, first trade, as soon as we put the trade, we lost the trade. We basically lost the trade. So that is the reason that we cannot risk that something is going to affect us, our trading. Because you need to understand, trading is a lot of other factor involves. Confidence is one of the main one as well, which I haven't touched. So we need to start to manage it that way, because if you take too much loss, your concentration is not going to be the same for the second trade. You have to be sharp. Your mind has to be sharp for you to go jump into the next trade, and that is the reason that risk management is so important. And I already talked about all these guys. So that slide is not really anything else. I already talked to you about it, because trading. There's another one. If you guys want to write it down, you should be writing this down just to remind yourself what trading is all about. Trading, when you do our the trading psychology is more than the technical. Trading technical, I would say, involves in trading about 20%. That's the top end technical side of trading. I would say about 10 to 20%, possibly around that figure, fundamental trading. What about the rest? Is the trading psychology. That is what take the big chunk of our trading, is our trading psychology. Right, guys. With all this, because it's going to take forever for me to cover. That is the reason that I advise you guys to book in for a course, because it could take about a good few weeks before I get through all this. Trading psychology itself, the topic itself, is probably about 1 month. Not 1 month. It's throughout your trading journey. You have to go back to trading psychology to keep you on the right track. And trading psychology works out about 60% of your trading. No matter how good trader you are, your trading psychology involves about 60%. That is the reason that otherwise why would you lose money? Everyone would make money in forex, because we're looking at the same chart. We're analyzing in a very, very similar way. Why is there some losers? Why is some winners? It's the guys that got this trading psychology edge. They're the one that got that extra. They falls into that 10 to 15% who actually makes the money because of the the psychology side of the market. Because remember, everyone in forex got the same opportunity. You got the same opportunity as I am in the same trade, but why would you lose and why would I make the money on the same trade? We're entering at the same price, we're entering the same pretty much everything, but why would you lose the money and why would I make the money? It's common sense. It's nothing else. It's the psychology side of it. But if that same trade, you go in, I go in, you're gonna start panicking. Say 50 pips down that it's going against you. You're going to start making other decisions. You're going to make, because maybe someone else send the signals, same signals they buy, and you are selling. And where me, I would say, no, I've done my analysis. I know exactly what I'm going to lose. I know worst comes to worst what to expect, but I'm going to leave my trade running. So what happened? Gone all the way down to 10 pips away from my stop loss, and you decide to know I had enough. I'm going to come out. So what happened? Come out. I still my trade. 3 hours later, market just shook and hit my take profit, and that's what a lot of the time it happens. So that is the reason that a lot of trading psychology involves in terms of winning and losing trade as well. Right, guys, I'm going on for too long because I need to do my weekly analysis as well, and I'll just finish this. I hope you guys understand in terms of managing the trade and everything else that I just talked about. Take some note of that as well, because we're not here there. We're not here for short term, for to make money today, right now. We are there. We are here with a goal. We want to make it happen slowly, and we are not in a race. It's the guys that are going to be there for long is the guys that are going to manage the money properly. Because you're going to have bad days. You're going to have a bad week. How do you overcome this? It's your risk going to get overcome this. You can have a 3, 4, 5 days of bad days, but one day could reach could get all your losses back. One trade could get everything back. So that is the reason that you need to start managing risk properly. Right, guys, if you guys got any questions, I can quickly go over, because I'm going to set a quick session for analysis, because I haven't looked at the market yet. Right, guys, you guys got any questions? Even with anything?
I have a little account, and I would like to know how many lots I have to invest on every trade.
I'll just explain to you about the lot size. I just when you say small.
Yeah, my account is a $200 account.
All right,
so
$200.
I
right.
want to start. Okay.
Right.
I want to start trade with 30 pips a day, as you said, but I want to do it with a small lot. It has to be 0.01.
No, there's no such thing as fixed lot. It doesn't work with my trading. There's no fixed lot. So as I just explained to you guys, it's about risk. How much risk are you willing to take on your trade?
Yeah.
What is the maximum risk are you happy to take per trade? Then you will work out your lot size.
Okay.
You know, for example, I take my trade. Doesn't matter if the stop loss is 10 pips or 150 pips. My risk maximum is 3% per trade. Right? So 3%, whatever the 3% is, then I just divide it by my stop. And then I get the lot size.
Okay,
so maximum, if the trade goes against me, I'll lose my 3%. 10 pips will lose my 3%. 150 pips will lose my 3%.
Okay.
So you go with the percentage. And whatever percentage you are happy with, you go with that.
Okay, thank you, Aki.
No problem. Because you guys need to understand, the fixed lot size will not get you far.
Okay.
Anyone else got any question, guys? No.
No questions.
Right. And also, guys, I don't know. I think it's Nicola here. Yeah.
Sorry,
right,
I got.
All right. Is it Nicola? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's Nicola. I sent you a message this afternoon.
All right. Yeah. So it is the same person. Okay, no problem. So, guys, there's an issue with guys from France, French, because there's a lot of brokers don't allow them to trade, because I think there's some sort of regulation in the country. A lot of brokers don't allow them, and the brokers that allow them, they charge them a huge spread. So it's very difficult for you guys to make money. But I have a
Francisco, can you turn off your mic, please?
Sorry?
Francesco, you need to mute yourself.
Yeah, please mute yourself.
Right, I'm talking to Nicola, so Nicola can unmute herself. Nicola, you can unmute yourself, because I am actually talking to you. Basically, you are one of those guys as well, because I got a few guys that are actually from France, and what they were paying the spread, when I look at the account, I was like shocked. I was like, whoa, how are you going to make money? Because it's like you have to catch about 100 pips to make a little bit of money, and that is very hard. So I've got a broker, they allow the French resident to be the client, and you can try them. It's really good in terms of spread. That's what, and also they are well regulated as well. So if anyone that from French and they want to be part of it, I would advise you to get in touch with me. I could send you the link and you can take it from there. But with that, there is a minimum of minimum account will be $500 account, has to be minimum $500 account. But it's really worth it in terms of what you're paying for your fee and the spread, because even with 300 account, you're not going to make much money. But with that, I mean, I haven't got Lauren here, who's actually from France. He saw the result of his trading, because he's making money now. Where before, with the same profit, he was making very, very little profit. But now he's very happy because he see with 10 pips, he makes that 10 pips money. Where before he's like 20, 30, 100 pips, he's not making much money. So it is a huge difference. You need to find a good broker. Doesn't matter if you go with my broker or not, but you need to find a better broker, because a lot of guys, I think IQ and other ones, I don't know, there's a lot of other ones. For them, I don't know why even the same broker charging them more spread. The same broker for French resident, they charge more spread. So it's just not making much sense to me. But as I said, I have account with one of the broker who actually giving me exactly same. You're gonna get exactly same spread as well, pretty much close to zero. The same with IC Market as well. They're quite good, and you guys should consider in terms of those changing your broker as well. So, anyways, Nicola, I'll post you the link, and when you're ready, you can open your account. They're very strict in terms of you need to provide your information. No problem. They're very, very strict in terms of information. So any information missing, they're not going to allow you to open an account. They are very, 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 very strict, and they're very well regulated as well. They have a branch in UK and they have a branch in Australia as well. So they're well known, and I never had any problem either. The reason IC Market, I use it quite regularly. I never had any problem either. But end of the day, for me, it's not that only the spread. For me, it's the withdraw money that is more important to me than even extra little bit of spread I pay. And if I make a withdrawal now, and if I don't get my money by say tomorrow, I have a big issue. So a lot of I mean, I used pretty much all of them. You can name me, I pretty much used them. But with a lot of them, I had an issue of withdrawing money. When I deposit money, boom, they take the money straight away. But when I start to make my withdrawal, what they would do is technical issue. Oh, it's going to be 2 days. Oh, it's this, it's that. So they were dragging on for 3 to 5, sometimes 6 days. I had to phone them up to get my money. Then eventually they send the money. So I don't want to go through that. I work to make my money, and that is my part of my income. And I need the money to pay my bills. So I need to make sure that money is there. Maximum I can take is 2 days, the maximum I can wait for. But with IC Market, I never had to wait that 2 days either. Sometime within a couple of hours, I get it. Long as it depends what time of the day you requesting. And same with Axis as well. 2 days maximum, I think I have to wait. So it's for me, is that is more important, and they are very competitive in terms of spread as well. A lot of you guys already got the account, you know it yourself. I don't need to explain. So it's very important the broker you're going with as well. Also, when you're going with a broker, go for ECN account. Although some of them have minimum deposit of 200, some of them have slightly more, but it's worth going with that. The reason for that is the spread on a standard and ECN is a massive difference. At the end of the day, for us, is the spread we're paying, because we want to make sure that it's hard to make money anyways. But when the spread is taking away, the broker's taking away so much, then it's more of like it's it's very difficult. Even with the standard, you're not going to see much money, because I could say, you know what, I wanted the trade, I took 30 pips, I made 250 quid. Where you took the same trade based on your account, you only made 200 quid, because of your spread. So that's the difference it can be on standard and ECN account. So I advise you guys, a lot of you guys may be not in a position to open ECN account, but you should be looking into it, because you can change your account at any time. If you go with a standard now, in the future, look for it. But there's another thing as well. ECN, sorry, standard, the guys that refer the account, they will advise you to open a standard account. The reason for that is broker pay the person that the link you're using, the person get a little bit more than the ECN account. For me, it doesn't make any difference what account you open, because at the end of the day, I just want to see you guys make the most much as possible, and that is through ECN account. You're going to make a standard account. The spread wise, they will give me more commission, but ECN they will give me very little. But my goal is those small account to make it bigger. So what would happen? What would happen for me? What is the benefit for me when it goes in a big account? Which means the volume, the trading volume is going bigger from your account, which means the broker, I'm going to be able to claim a bit more. So the bigger the account, the more I could. So which is for my best interest is for you to make money. Same time, my time is not getting wasted either. Because I know if you make money, you're going to be trading as well. If you don't make any money, your account is not going to be there. So what is the point me being there? So it's both ways, win-win situation here. My best interest to make sure that you guys, whatever your goal is, I can take you there. And rest, if you guys start making money, then I'm going to get a little chunk through the broker, not your money, but the broker is going to give me, which broker is not going to be happy with me. But that's what I like to see. If they close my account because too much volume going through, I'll be more than happy to say, you know what, thanks a lot. I've done something right. But anyway, guys, think about your account. It's really important. With the spread, is must. You need to consider the spread because that's where we make money and lose money as well. We're paying enough commission, enough spread, even with this ECN account. It just end of the day, this is broker win-win situation for brokers. So we have to make sure that we do best as we can, and that is through choosing the best possible account. As I said, the more money you have, the better deal the broker is going to give you. You got say 20, 30 grand account. Even the same broker saying that the maximum they could do is this account, they will give you the best possible deal. You can actually directly contact them. They will be happy. They will be calling you, sir, when are you going to come to see our office? When you have that kind of money, they will be offering you that kind of deal as well. So for us, with a small account, we've got no other options. But whatever option we have, we need to make the maximum out of it. And eventually, when we start growing our account, then we can look for alternative option. But now is what the best we can find at the moment is those the account we got at the moment. The ECN account is the best option we have right now. When you have a big money, then there's other doors opened up as well. Same brokers will be coming to you, knocking on your door, and say, "Can you come? We've got the best deal. We can give you the deal that we get the quote from the from our internal bank. They're going to give you that kind of quote." So it's all about at the end of the day, it's a money game here. The more money you have, the better deals you're going to get. And right now is all about us getting the best out of whatever we have right now, and that is ECN accounts at the moment, from my point of view. So let's see. So guys, anyways, I'm not going to drag on. If you don't have any question, I am just going to do my weekly analysis, and that's it. And we're just going to focus on following week, guys. As I said, this year is coming to an end. This month is going to be my last month for trading. And as I said, December is no for me because all this money I made, profit I made, December could be the month that take everything away. I'm not going to take any chances because I've done it before. December, I found it I struggled myself in December. Even with any sort of setup, struggled because this is the month where a lot of guys closing their position, a lot of guys taking their profit, a lot of guys, it just market to go crazy. You can, if you're lucky, you can make a huge money. Don't get me wrong. It's not that you can't trade, you can trade, but it becomes quite risky where either one trade is going to make you huge money, another trade could blow you, burn you. And I don't want to be in that position when I have such a good year. I don't want to be in that situation where 1 month is spoil my whole year. So anyways, guys, let's call it a day. And if you are guys free, you can jump into my weekly analysis because that's where I'm just going to mark it up. Quick session, and then we're going to move on. And also, I'm going to delete. I'm going to be deleting my premium channel. I'm going to shift everyone to a new one. So it might take longer to get all this sorted. If I can't get everything sorted, I'm just going to put everyone into that channel just for time being. Then eventually, I'm going to move everyone out. So that is the two things I'm going to do right now, because I think it's going to take some time to actually move everyone from there. So I might just add you guys onto the group, but that is going to be a temporary group. This group is going to be deleted sometime this week. So just for time being, I might just put everyone in there and then eventually move them out. But only guys that I'm going to be working on with is the guys that got account through my referral. Otherwise, they can just get my free signals if they're happy with it. That's not a problem. But a lot of guys, they're still happy to. They're messaging me. They're happy to pay the service, which they are paying pretty much 40 quid a week. But that is because they got the right account. They're following all the instructions, so they're happy because that the 40 quid is nothing for them because they're making more money than that. So a lot of guys, they're happy with it. They're like, okay, there's no need for you to close that channel. But I already made my mind up. If you still want to, you can go and subscribe because the subscription is there. But I'm advising you not to because I'd rather have you guys opening a link and then take it. But you got all the options there. If you don't want to open a link, you can go and subscribe. That's entirely up to you. A lot of guys, they say yes, so guys, no, I'm happy with it. That's entirely up to them. But this is what I'm advising them. So anyway, guys, so if I don't get everyone into a new group, I might just add everyone back into the group, and then by the end of the week, I'm just going to shift everyone to a new group. Well, thanks a lot, guys. If you don't have any questions, let's call it a day. Right? No? Right. I've been there. I've been here for more than an hour now, so I'm going to call it a day. Right, guys. Take care, and hopefully today's session has helped you guys in some ways. and let's treat it as a business. Forget about making money overnight, otherwise it's going to burn you. Right, thanks a lot, guys. I've got no response, so I guess everyone is happy with it. No problem. If you have any questions, you can always drop a message and I'll get back to you. Oh, sorry. I'll quickly read the message. I don't know if this allow for position size calculator indicator helps to calculate lot size based on. Yes, I am working on it. There is a software you can upload on your MT4. It calculates your percentage. I'm not sure because as far as I know, it was paid ones that only allows you. But I was told that free ones you can have it as well. So I'm going to look into it. And if there's a free version that you can upload in your MT4 that calculates your risk automatically, then I'll pass on to you guys. But as far as I know, it used to be on just on MT4 booster package. So right now, someone actually messaged, it's actually on free version as well. So I'm going to look into it, and if there's one, that's even better. So you can just quickly put your money, automatically going to calculate your percentage and lot size for you, so you don't have to even worry about it. So I'll do that if I can find the software. It should be on. If it's on free, it should be somewhere. So I'll look into it and then I'll post into group so you guys can upload as well. Right, thanks a lot, guys. I can't see any more messages, so I'm all good. Right, take care, guys. And I'll see you shortly. Free.
One question.
All right, sure, yeah.
Hi, this is Hamid. I was just asking, I've opened up an account with IC Markets. So you are going to shift some rooms around, how it's going to work out for guys like us?
In terms of, as I said, at the moment, I got my paid channel. I already informed them, guys. I have cancelled quite a few subscription, and some of the accounts not allowing me to cancel from my side. So they need to cancel it themselves. And some guys, they are already happy with it. They're like, I'm happy to continue. I said, that's not a problem, but I'm giving you those options. So what is happening now, I am going to close the group. But right now, to shift everyone, because obviously the market going to open, if there's a trade for in the morning, you might miss it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you into the same group for the time being, but that group is going to get deleted. That's when I'm going to move and shift into a new group, new channel I'm going to create with all those guys only with my link. So right now, I'll probably just shift into the same group. I'm just informing you in advance that group is going to get closed, so that you're going to move into a new group. But for time being, I might just add you into the group, and then I'm going to move everyone back.
Okay.
So that any signals tomorrow that you don't miss. Right. Okay. No problem. Okay, guys, and also just want to make sure, because I'm repeating myself on my Telegram over and over again. If you have existing IC Market account, if you're not under anyone's IB, then all you need to do is email IC Market with my link. With my IB number, which is on the slide. The number, I think it's 13 something. That number is there. You just need to add that number and say to them, can you link my account to this person's IB? They will do it itself. They're going to do it. But if you are under somebody's IB, then you have to open a new account through my link and then email them, and they will, if you have any fund on your old account, they will transfer and they could close the other account. So those are the two options. If you have an account not under anyone's IB, then they can make a transfer. They can link it up with mine. And if you have an account under somebody's IB, then they can't make a transfer. You would have to open a new account through my link and then request them to transfer your fund to the new account. So those are the two options. So if you guys watching this video after, because a lot of you guys messaging the same thing, I'm just repeating myself over and over again, and I thought I'll just explain to you guys here so you know exactly what to do. So anything else, you can just always ask me, message me, and we'll take it from there, guys. Right, thanks.